Hey guys, this is Bruce with BrunoaLLC. Glad to be back, guys. I got a bunch of requests on this video, and first and foremost, thank you guys for all the love and all the support. We're new to YouTube, but we're getting a lot of love and attention from that. So thank you guys. But I don't like to waste time. I like to jump right in. So please like and subscribe, and let's grow this movement together. But today, you guys saw the title. We're gonna jump right in. So this is about 9 to 5 or starting your own business. So I can tell you this. Let's have some fun with this one, because if you've already clicked on this video, then you know the answer. Or there's something deep inside from within that is telling you to pursue something differently than what you're doing. But before we even get into all that too deep, I want to go into both. So let's look. So as a business owner, I can definitely say that I love owning a business, but at the same time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with 9 to 5. So let's jump into that. So if you're working a 9 to 5 and you are comfortable and you have the things that you want and need, a beautiful family, you're paying your bills, things are flowing for you, you love your job and you love what you do, there's absolutely wrong with 9 to 5, because again, everything has a purpose and everything has a reason behind it. So I applaud you and I say, hey, stay by your 9 to 5. Stand with it. If you're happy and and you're comfortable with that, there's absolutely nothing wrong. I fully support 9s to 5s. I think that working a 9 to 5 also gives you a skill set that you can kind of learn and transition to your own thing. So they definitely have their advantages. But something tells me that if you even made it this far, and if you found this video, and we know everything happens for a reason, that you're probably seeking more. So if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're looking to grow from within or be a better person or whatever it is in terms from a business standpoint, you're probably leaning more towards creating your own business. So I can tell you this, that when it comes to business creation, it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So in the beginning, it goes in a way of you're a little intimidated, you're a little afraid. So what happens is you build your brand, you build your idea, you come up with your game plan in terms of your creation itself and how are you going to market that to people. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But as you get further into the business creation, understand that it definitely is going to require some mental toughness from you. So the advantages of a 9 to 5 is that, you wake up, on your typical schedule, whether you wake up at 8 or 7 a.m., you ride to work, you work for 3 or 4 hours, you take your break, then you go back and finish your job and you're done by 5 o'clock, right? You're done by 5, 6, or whatever it is your schedule is, and you come home. And, there's not a lot of stress in that other than the job itself, but in terms of your everyday today, it doesn't require a lot. So understand this, that if you don't have a lot of mental toughness from within, if you're not confident in yourself, if your faith is not strong in yourself or God, creating your own business can be a little tough, because you don't have that comfort level or that complacency that you get from a 9 to 5. In order to do a business and in order to pursue your dreams and goals, it's going to require some toughness. It's going to require, and everyone talks about money. That's a given, subject to what you want to create. But at the same time, I think it requires more than just money. It requires the mindset of, I'm going to push through no matter what. And what I mean by that is, when you create your business, it's extremely fun in the beginning. You have your brand, you have your idea, you put your product or idea to place of how you're going to make money. And what people didn't tell me when I first did it was that that's the easy part, right? So you're like, oh, I created my business, things are great, my product's good, whatever it is that you're doing. And you're like, man, this is great, I love this, right? And then what happens is, after you create it, nothing happens, right? So I'll talk about me, for example. So whenever I created what I created here in terms of our brand, we put together this beautiful website, we put together this amazing book, and we put together all these different things. And then I just kind of just sat back, because life has been pretty good to me. I've been pretty blessed. Things have been easy for me up to that point. And I was just like, hey, you know what? Yeah, things are going to come. What they don't tell you when it comes to starting a business is that building the brand, building the image, the product, whatever you're selling, isn't the hard part. The most difficult part is marketing. And when it comes to marketing, You can have the most amazing product. You can have the most amazing brand. You can have the most amazing book. By the way, buy the book. Shameless plug, right? But you can have all these different things, right? But if no one knows who you are, and no one knows your brand or product, and no one has an idea of who you are, regardless of how amazing your product may be, or idea, or business venture, it's not gonna work, right? So it requires a ton of mental toughness to push through that and understand that if I'm going to start a business, I also have to be understanding that I have to push my brand. I got to push my idea. And no one, and I'll tell you this too, and I'm going to save you some money. When you start your business, people are going to, you're going to have people reach out to you, all these companies saying, hey, we can market this for you. We can market that for you. Spend money, spend money, spend money. I can tell you this. No one is going to push your brand, your product, your business better than you. You know, what the love you feel for your brand and your product, and what I feel for my brand and my product, only I can push that with the love that I want. And I'm telling you, and I want to encourage you that, unless you're, don't have the toughness behind it, you're going to be looking for shortcuts. So you're going to build that brand, you're going to build that product. Nothing's going to happen for like a month or so, and you're just like, oh my goodness. And then you're going to get desperate. And then when you get desperate, you go online and you spend all this money on advertising. You invest money in all these different companies. You do all these different things. You're like, yo, it's coming, it's coming. It's like, nah, it's not coming, and you just wasted your money. So it's going to require you, subject to what you built, to be a little creative, to keep it simple, and just push your product. And I can tell you this, anything works. As long as it comes from a position of love, faith, and it's something to where it doesn't hurt people but helps people, and it's a good solid product, it's a good solid movement, whatever it is, it will work. What doesn't work and what makes it fail is you. So if you just give up, and if you just say, that 9 to 5 was just, it was a little easier, that 9 to 5 was just a little easier, because those thoughts are going to creep in, you're going to have thoughts of, man, I can go back to my regular 9 to 5. Maybe you were making 6 figures doing that, or whatever you were making, 75K, whatever it is that you were comfortable with. And you're just like, screw that. But I can tell you this, when you get through the marketing stage, wealth, you approach wealth. When you get past the stage of just getting your brand out there and getting the exposure that you need, wealth comes in, and then it's easy and it's fun and it's great. And it's one of those things where you'll always be grateful to yourself that you did not give up, that you did not quit, and that you pushed through and you stayed with it. Because I'm telling you, I wouldn't have it any other way. There's no other way for me. Once you experience being a business owner and doing your own thing, the freedom to do what you want, the freedom to whatever it is that you want to push, that you push yourself, and not needing anyone else's help or support in terms of them telling you what to do or how to do it. It's all you. Now, at the same time, your arrogance has to be, you have to remain confident, but not arrogant, to the point to where you shut down advice and you shut down ideas, because that can hurt you. So you got to also be open as a business owner that if I'm going to do this, it's going to require, not just me, it's going to require some help from other individuals. And I got to be open to constructive criticism. I got to be open to understanding that I may love my idea, I may love my brand, I may love what I have, but it's not working. And I got to just completely reset. And there's nothing wrong with that, because every time you reset, you get better and better and better. And then if you just push and just push, I promise you that things will work out for you in ways that are just magical, and that once you hit that stage and things just start rolling in and the money's there and everything's happening, you never want to go back. You'll just never want to go back. And then you'll be kind of like doing what I'm doing and what the other role models in this world are doing, what the other Andrew Tates out there that are telling people, Myron Gaines, all those guys that are telling people, hey, do your own thing. It is vital, because working a 9 to 5 just isn't the wave anymore. So I highly encourage people that, yes, you may be comfortable, but I'm telling you, if you clicked on this video, you're seeking a better life. And I encourage you to just push. Come up with an idea, come up with a plan, keep it simple, determine what your skill set is, determine how you can make money off of that, and be ready for marketing, and understanding that I got to figure out also an idea, an agenda to push my brand. And then once you have that, and it's going to be tough, that's the toughest part. But once you get over that wall, think of it like a super tall wall. Once you get over that wall, wealth. And guys, and that's kind of the advice I wanted to give you guys, because for me, I wish somebody sat down with me and kind of told me that part of it. But I didn't quit, and I kept going, and now things are just happening for me in this magical ways, and life is beautiful, life is amazing, and I encourage you guys to take advantage of that. Keep your faith strong. Understand that you put your faith in you, yourself, and God, and no one else, because no one's going to save you. Only you are going to be able to save yourself. So push, make some things happen, and we're here to help, guys. So definitely. So we'll end it here. Appreciate you guys. Again, like and subscribe. Support our movement. BrunoaLLC.com. Again, that's BrunoaLLC.com. We're also located on Instagram at BrunoaLLC. Guys, we got a lot of beautiful things. We offer mentorships as well in terms of building and growing other people. I love nothing more than to talk to you guys, or me and my team. And we provide private mentorship to where we can grow people. And if you need some help and you're like, hey, Bruce, I got an idea and I just need somebody to talk to me. We'll sit there, we'll talk for an hour, and bro, I'll help you no matter where you're at. We'll get on a video call and have some fun. So I love all you guys. Thank you guys for everything, and God bless, and we love you. God loves you, and let's support the movement. BrunoaLLC. Thank you guys again. See you soon.